Alright, here to unbox the Duel Devastator. I've already unboxed two on this channel and they're all the same, but I needed another one because I'm going to be making 3 tournament decks. So that way if I don't like one, I can just go to another one and it'll be ready and already done. But I'm going to need a lot of cards before I can actually build my tournament ready decks. But yeah, I'm still working on building my first one. So obviously there's trash in here that we don't need. All this garbage cardboard crap. Alright, that's what we need. Alright, let's see. The only thing that's different between each one of these is the center cards. So let's see what we got. Go Sister. Alright. Got the Pharaoh Guardians, I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure that's what they were called. I'm not quite sure, it's been so long since I've watched Yugioh. Another Ghost Sister. Man-at-Arms needs to hop on making these swords. They really do. So cool. Alright, another Ghost Sister. Alright, moving along to the actual cards. Let's see if we can get these to actually open how they're supposed to. I can't even get the rip tab to open. Stupid thing. Alright, Konami. Why do you not want us to open our products? We pay all this money for our good, decent rip tab, and we can't even get one that actually rips properly. Come on, Konami. Don't do it to us. Alright, these other sleeves I'm going to be sleeving up in. And they're the Up 60 matte deck protector sleeves. Find out which way's up on them and then start sleeving them. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Ghost Reaper and White Cherries. Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Ghost Belly and Haunted Mansion, or Bella. Ghost Bella and Haunted Mansion. These sleeves don't really do the cards justice like my other sleeves do, but hey. My other sleeves you can see the reflection, the actual holographic better. Like when they're outside of these sleeves, you can see the reflection better. But it is what it is. There's different types of Yu-Gi-Oh people. There's collectors, and then there's battlers, or whatever you want to call them. Duelists. Red Blossom from Underroot. Oh yeah. This is Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. I didn't read the title, but her name. Well, anyways, Red Blossom from Underroot. Her Scythe. That would be a great build for Man-at-Arms. If you don't know who that is, look it up. It's a YouTube channel. Ally of Justice Castor, and it has damage. Look at that left corner. I didn't do that. It came damaged. Alright. Bronic, Dragon of Ice Barrier. Well, anyways, so, yeah, Man-at-Arms, very cool. You should check out their channel. Metaphys, Hornus. If you're into blacksmithing, or even just the genre of samurais and swordsmen and swordsmanship and all that, it's very cool. Black Rose Dragon. Clear Wing Fast Dragon. Stardust Spark Dragon. Well, anyway, so I was talking about there's different types of Yu-Gi-Oh people. So there's collectors, there's dealers, and then there's the duelists and that. But I'm one of the only people that's not a collector, that's a duelist, and that actually sleeves every single card. And even most collectors don't even sleeve every single card. They only sleeve the holographic cards or the first edition cards and that. Because sleeves are expensive and so are the cards and all that. Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh isn't inexpensive. Let's just put it like that. But whatever. You know, it is what it is. Eventually I'm going to start dueling. Vermilion, Dragon Mech. And, yeah. I build decks like nobody else. And I have a lot of real-world duelist experience outside of tournaments. For keeps, where if you lose every single card in your deck. But then the parents of my friends and that started complaining about it. So we made a compromise of only one card. You get to go through the person's deck and pick what card you wanted out of their deck. But still, the high stakes of that really turned me into a good deck builder. So I got an advantage over most newbies in tournaments. Yeah. I don't think I've been reading the names of these. Oh well, forget it. You can go watch another one. Castel, the Sky Blade Musketeer. Sky Blaster Musketeer. Anyway, so yeah, most people don't have the same sort of experience I do. Even tournament duelists, they don't have the same sort of experience. Tornado Dragon. Because if they lose, then oh well, there isn't really anything that they forfeited. But for some people, the tournaments you have to pay to get in, so yeah, that would be a little bit different. Under clock, taker. But yeah, so I'm a pretty good deck builder. Not to brag or anything, but yeah. Land, 4 feet, Nickus. Porphyry Nickus. Whatever. Gaia, Saber, the Lightning, Shadow. Well, anyways, the way that I'm showing these cards, even if I didn't read out the name of the monster, you should be able to read it. Decode Tucker. And I'm not reading out everything, but I'm trying to put it up to my camera so that way you can read it if you want. Decode Tucker Extender. But yeah, so I really want to get into tournaments very soon. Topologic Bomber Dragon. But yeah, Corona changed the tournament scene, so tournaments really aren't going on face to face. So it's gonna be a while, anyways, before I get into the tournament scene. Sayuja, Skull, Dread. But yeah, you can go and check out my unrecent deck review of my tournament spellcaster deck, DD Crow, and get a feel for what type of deck builder I am. I always do a 2-engine deck. Effect Veiler. Now, engines, if you're not familiar, would be like Spellcaster or Zombie or even just tuner and non-tuner, and you know, there's all sorts of different ones like trap heavy and spell heavy and whatever. Gate blocker, field spell heavy, like a field deck. A field deck, or whatever genre you want. You could even do like a dark or light, or go by that type of thing, or a water deck. Denko, Senko. Even something like a samurai deck, or a fire deck, or whatever. Well, anyways, so yeah, I run 2 engines. So in this deck, I'm running a warrior spellcaster engine. But because of my fusion monster, you'll see some dragons in there too. Inspector, Border. So yeah, you'll get a feel for what type of deck builder I am if you go and look into that. But most people only do 1 engine, and then it's really hard when you go up against the spell canceller, a control deck. Because control decks like to shut down an engine. So what you do is you have 2 engines, so they go focus on shutting down 1 engine, and then boom, you come out with your 2nd engine and destroy them. Because they don't have any more cards to cancel out your 2nd engine. Artifact Lancia, because they used all their negates and that for your 1st engine to shut it down. And all their plays to shut down your 1st engine, and then you come out with your 2nd engine. That's why I always play with 2 engines. Vanity's Fiend. There's a lot of cards that came out, and the gold sarcophagus tins that like to shut down engines. But they're only really designed to shut down 1 engine, so if you have more than 1 engine, it doesn't really matter. Majesties Fiend, something like that. Well, anyways, yeah. So you always want to have 2 engines, because most people will shut down one of your engines if you only have one, and then you'll be screwed. Dino Wrestler, Panko Chops. But I'm the only one that you will ever find that duels like that with more than one engine, because you gotta make sacrifices with your engine. So you won't have as strong of an engine, but you'll have 2 decent engines. Gamelsia, the Sea Turtle Kaiju. But yeah, so in my deck, my strongest engine would be obviously my Spellcaster engine. But my Warrior engine isn't to be trifled with either. Mind Control. So yeah, it is what it is. Wave Motion Cannon. But I'm an old school duelist. I'm not really too familiar with all that link monsters and all that. So yeah, I gotta get some practice in that into it. And I gotta get into the dueling scene again. And get some practice, real world practice into it before I actually go into a tournament. Super polymerization. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up going to locals and be like, look, I need some experience, please help me out. I'm willing to pay money just to sit down and duel with you. Book of Eclipse, as long as they're actually decent duelists there that work there, which normally there are, but I'm not sure. Silent Graveyard, I won't know until I go to locals. And I'm not going to be going to locals anytime soon, because, yeah, that is what it is. Cosmic Cyclone. Called by the Grave. Another thing about me when I build a deck is I like to build an equal deck, which would be 20 monsters or 21, 10 and 10, 10 spell, 10 trap, or I might do 20 monsters and look at that misprint at the bottom. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. Look at that misprint dot right there. Anyways, different dimension ground. But yeah, so what was I talking about? Typhoon. Oh yeah, well anyways, so yeah, it's gonna be a little while before I actually get into tournaments and going